You ever catch yourself staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. knowing something's wrong but can't put your finger on it? You're in a relationship. From the outside, it looks fine. She's still texting, still smiling, still saying all the right things. But inside, it feels like you're slowly fading, like your voice is getting quieter, like you're becoming invisible even to yourself. Let me tell you something painful but necessary. Most men don't get blindsided in relationships. They ignore what's right in front of them. And it's not because they're weak. It's because they were taught to endure, to be strong, to work through it. But some behaviors aren't misunderstandings. They're signs loud, clear, and dangerous. If your woman is doing these 5 things, this isn't about overreacting. It's about self-respect. It's about your mental health. It's about waking up before you disappear into a version of yourself you no longer recognize. Why most men stay too long? It starts small, a comment that feels off, a dismissive tone, the feeling that your concerns don't matter, but you brush it off. You tell yourself it's nothing. You want to be reasonable. You want to keep the peace. And then one day you realize you're walking on eggshells in your own life. You're filtering what you say. You're explaining your feelings to someone who isn't even listening. You're staying in a relationship where you feel more alone than when you were single. That's not love. That's survival. And survival is not the goal of any healthy relationship. You deserve more than just getting through it. You deserve peace. You deserve clarity. You deserve someone who lifts you up, not someone who slowly erodes your spirit. So if even a hint of these 5 signs shows up in your relationship, it's time to stop explaining and start deciding. Red flag number 1. She gaslights you into doubting yourself. Let's start with the most subtle but most dangerous form of manipulation, gaslighting. It doesn't always look like yelling or insults. Sometimes it looks like this. You tell her something hurt you. She stares at you and says, "That never happened." Or, "You're being dramatic." Or worse, "Wow, I didn't know you were so sensitive." And just like that, reality shifts. You start questioning yourself. Did I overreact? Maybe I remembered it wrong. Maybe it's my fault. What just happened was not a misunderstanding. It was a reversal of truth, a subtle way of making you the villain in your own experience. Over time, this eats away at your mind. Your confidence slips. You second guess your thoughts. You apologize for things you never did. This isn't love. This is someone rewriting your reality. And no healthy relationship can survive in a world where your truth is erased. If she gaslights you regularly, I don't care how attractive she is, how much history you share. If you walk, not because you're weak, but because your mind is worth protecting. Red flag number 2. She has no respect for your boundaries. Every healthy relationship has boundaries. Not walls. Boundaries. Lines that protect your peace, your time, your energy. And if she doesn't respect them, she doesn't respect you. Let's get practical. You say, "I need space today." She accuses you of being cold or distant. You say, "I'm not comfortable with you hanging out alone with that guy." She rolls her eyes and says, "You're insecure." You express a limit and she crosses it. Not once, not twice, consistently. And when you call her on it, she acts like you're the one making a problem. That's not misunderstanding. That's disregard. And someone who disregards your limits isn't trying to connect with you. They're trying to control you. Let me say this clearly. A woman who violates your boundaries is not being free-spirited or passionate. She's stealing your peace. She's draining your energy. She's demanding access to parts of your life that she hasn't earned. And the more you allow it, the more of yourself you lose. Until one day, you wake up and realize you become a man who accepts disrespect just to keep the relationship going. Don't let it get that far. Draw the line, stand on it. And if she refuses to honor it, you already have your answer. She's not respecting your boundaries, so what makes you think she'll protect your peace? Let's be honest. A woman who plays games with your truth and crosses every line you set isn't your partner's, he's your liability. And the damage doesn't stop there. Let's talk about the next red flagon that's so subtle it often goes unnoticed until it's already drained you dry. Red flag number 3. She always plays the victim. Everyone has pain, everyone has struggles, but in a healthy relationship, both people take ownership of their actions. Not her. With her, everything is your fault. She cheats, it's because you weren't loving enough. She yells, you pushed her. She lies, you didn't make her feel safe. No matter what happened, she's the wounded one. She wears emotional armor, not to protect the relationship, but to protect herself from accountability. You find yourself walking into every conversation with good intentions, hoping to work things out only to leave feeling like the villain. You start apologizing for things you didn't even do. You doubt your own memory, and slowly your confidence erodes. That's not a relationship. That's a mind game, and it's one you'll never win because the rules keep changing. You deserve a woman who owns her mistakes. Someone who can look you in the eye and say, I was wrong, I'll do better. If she never takes responsibility, if every conflict becomes your fault, you're not in love, you're in emotional prison. Red flag number 4. She disrespects your time. Time is your most valuable currency, Auntie. It's spent, you don't get it back. But she treats it like it's nothing. She makes plans with you, then cancels at the last second. She shows up late, distracted, or not at all. She never considers your schedule, your priorities, your needs. And when you speak up, she laughs it off. You're so dramatic, it's not a big deal. But it is. Because when someone truly values you, they value your time. It's one of the most basic ways we show respect. If you're always the one waiting, if you're always adjusting to her world while she never considers yours, you're not her priority. You're a placeholder. And here's the dangerous part. If she wastes your time now, what makes you think she won't waste your life later? Respect starts with how people treat your minutes, because those minutes add up to your years. Don't give your time to someone who doesn't honor it. Red flag number 5. She stops trying. You remember the beginning, don't you? She dressed up for you. She listened to your stories. She asked how your day went. She surprised you with small things that made you feel seen. Now, she barely looks up from her phone. No more effort. No more curiosity. No more care. And maybe she says, we're just comfortable now. But comfort without care is neglect. Relationships need effort, not perfection, but presence. And when one person stops trying, it's a sign they've stopped investing. They've stopped choosing you. They've started taking you for granted. And here's the harsh truth. If someone makes zero effort to keep you, what makes you think they deserve to have you? So what now? Let's not sugarcoat this. If she gaslights you, if she crosses your boundaries, if she never takes accountability, disrespects your time, or just stops trying, you don't need a confrontation. You don't need closure. You need to leave. You need to walk out before you lose your self-worth, before your confidence disappears, before you forget who you were, before she wore you down. Because the longer you stay, the harder it gets to recognize yourself in the mirror. And remember this, you don't need to be dimmed just to keep someone else comfortable. If she can't see your value, if she drains your peace, if she chips away at your light, turn that light off and leave her in the dark. You were not made to beg for respect. You were not born to explain your worth. You know what to do now, so go do it. And if you're ready to protect your energy, to reclaim your confidence, to stop giving time to the wrong people, subscribe. There's more coming. Because this isn't the end of your story. It's just the chapter where you walk away with your power.